Good morning and God bless, man. I hope y'all had a blessed weekend. I really did. I truthfully did. I was able to go to church on the streets up in Wichita with the mob, and we were able to, share the gospel, share the love of Christ with the people, and just touch base, man. Hugged on a lot of people, talked to a lot of people personally. It was really dope. And then later that day, we were able to go to Justin Clark's house, and his daughter was baptized, and it was her birthday. So we were able to fellowship all day. It was really dope. Grateful to have a cool weekend, ready for this work week, man. Let's get it though. September 26th, devotion, 1 John 1:9. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just and will forgive us of our sins and purify us from all unrighteousness. Oftentimes we can look at somebody else's life and we can make the profound decision that, this person right here is living a lie. Usually it's somebody that's on drugs or somebody that's in denial about, the way that they're living. And we can clearly point out in our, most genius minds that this person is so wrong for this untruth that they're living through, But when we fail to confess our sins to God, we're no different. And sometimes it's easy to look out and see the obvious telltale marks of sin or the decay that sin brings, and you can tell that this person is not living holy or whatever. But it's a lot harder sometimes when somebody's clean cut and dressed a certain way or acting a certain way where we think that they have it together. But we're all in need of it. It's a constant progression of being able to admit and turn to God with our sins, big and small, those known and unknown. You know what I mean? And confession has always been a part of our relationship with God. It's the very reason in the Old Testament that, believers would go to the tabernacles and the temples and drop their sacrifices, but thank God we don't have to do sacrifices like that anymore, because he gave his son as the sacrifice for the sins of mankind. And when we receive salvation, we receive forgiveness, without a doubt, but that doesn't mean that our sins stop. And we're called to strive towards perfection. It's an unattainable perfection. We'll never chase that down. We'll never see that until we're, at the right hand of the Father, man, sitting before him. But it's something that we should do, and we should always strive. And when we stumble, when we fall short of that perfection, that's why Paul says right here that we have to turn to him, man. We should always turn towards him for forgiveness of our sins, and to purify us, to jump into that pit stop, and to really receive righteousness and be able to strive for it again, and be able to have that slate wiped clean. But we have to stay in the race to do that. Confession has always been a caveat of the Lord. It's like, he's always been the go-to. He's always been the source that we turn to in our weakness. And what better way to become strong than to admit your weakness to your Creator, in hopes that he will give you a knowledge and a light and a direction to correct that, and the willpower to do so. And we have to remember, man, this verse starts with, if we confess, so truth and action are required. So let's be open and honest to God about our flaws. And in that way, he can forgive us of our sins and purify us from all unrighteousness, man. Let's go out there and get it, man. God bless y'all. Have a good day. My man.